Hello, friends. So here's the question. Am I sober? And the answer is no. Second question. Is it time to make a D&D character? Answer, yes. Always time to make a D&D character. Alright, what are we gonna fucking do? Maybe a wizard? Nah, fucking nerds. Rangers. Ugh, the outdoors. Ugh. What are we gonna play? Let's try. All right, let's be an artificer. So right away, we're gonna need to be. You know what? Let's be a sneaky artificer. So we're gonna put strength, and we're gonna get our dex, con, intelligence. You know what? Fuck charisma. We don't need to be personable. We've got machines. Yeah. There we go. Cool. You know what? No. Let's be extra stealthy. There we go. 15 dex. Cool. Alright, let's bump Artificer to 3. Let's grab Rogue. We'll be a Rogue Artificer. Why the fuck not? And 3. There we go. Alright, let's start with the Artificer. Let our medium armor shields. Cool. Let's be good at sleight of hand and Arcana. There we go. And let's be a smith. I think we also get, thieves tools and tinker tools we get automatically. So that's cool. We get our magical tinkering, which is like the little, it's almost kind of like a cantrip for us, for artificers. I mean, that's cool. We get some infusions. I'm not going to worry too much about our infusions right now. Obviously, well, you know what? Yeah. Because we're going to do, let's go ahead and grab, let's be an armorer. Tools of the trade, gain proficiency with heavy armor, but we're not going to use that. You also gain proficiency with smith's tools. If you already have this tool proficiency, you gain proficiency with one other type of artisan's tools. We'll just go ahead and we'll go with I don't know, brewers. There we go. We'll make some alcohol. You get your armor spells. Most important bit, you get your arcane armor. Your metallurgical pursuits have led to you making armor a conduit for your magic. As an action, you can turn a suit of armor you are wearing into arcane armor, provided you have the smith's tools in hand. You gain the following benefits while wearing this armor. If the armor normally has a strength requirement, the arcane armor lacks this requirement for you. We're not going to worry about that one. You can use the arcane armor as a spellcasting focus for your artificer spells. Very helpful. And the armor attaches to you, and it can't be removed against your will, and it can replace limbs, and you can don or doff it as an action. All very good. There are 2 models. I'm just going to go ahead and pick the Infiltrator model. So this gives us a couple things. First, Lightning Launcher, a gem-like node, appears on one of your armored fists or on the chest, your choice. It counts as a simple ranged weapon. By the way, the fact that it's a ranged weapon means that we can sneak attack with it. With a normal range of 90 feet and a long range of 300 whole feet. And it deals 1d6 lightning damage on a hit once on each of your turns. When you hit a creature with it, you can deal an extra 1d6 lightning damage to that target. So this means it's a it's basically for one creature a turn, a ranged 1d12 lightning damage, which is pretty damn good, actually. You also get 5 extra feet of walking speed, and you have advantage on dexterity stealth checks. If the armor normally imposes disadvantage on such checks, the advantage and disadvantage cancel each other as normal. So we're going to be like a sneaky robot person. For our infusions, we're going to grab Armor of Magical Strength. So what this will let us do is, later on down the our armorer artificer line, there's a specialty ability that lets you count your armor as like multiple armor pieces for the sake of like infusions and stuff like that. But we don't have that yet, so we're just going to stick with the Armor of Magical Strength. And you can put at least 1 infusion on your armor naturally, which is what we're going to do. This armor has 6 charges that can be expended in the various ways. When the wearer makes it a strength check or strength saving throw, you can use a charge to add the bonus to the roll equal to its intelligence modifier. So we're not going to be super strong, but in case we need to be strong for a moment, we can burn a charge to add our intelligence modifier to the strength check or strength strength saving throw, which is very good. We can also expend a charge to just not be knocked over if we otherwise would be, and we gain 1d6 charges daily at dawn. What else are we going to grab? Let's grab a Mind Sharpener. I think we can attach this to a shield, if I remember correctly. When the creature fails a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration, you can use this reaction to succeed instead, expending 1 charge. I think we can attach that to a shield, so we'll do that. Let's go ahead and grab... Oh, I don't know. Let's replicate a magic item. Let's get an alchemy jug. And let's just replicate another magic item. Let's grab a goggles. Oh, not an Ursat's Eye. Goggles of Night. Very good. Good enough. And for our rogue, I think, yeah, so we gain light armor, but we already had that from the artificer. Thieves' tools. Very good. We already have that from the artificer, of course. Let's get stealth proficiency because we are going to be sneaking. Let's be extra good at stealth and extra good at arcana. We get our sneak attack, of course. Thieves can't. Cunning action. You can do a couple different options for your subclass, but I think it's kind of fun to go with Arcane Trickster. That gets us extra spell slots that way, and you can get like a special fun invisible mage hand, and you can do extra stuff with it. You can stow one object the hand is holding in a container. You can retrieve an object in a container. You can use thieves' tools to pick locks and disarm traps at range. So that's all very fun. So yeah, we'll go with Arcane Trickster, and you can just kind of flavor. Normally, Arcane Trickster is like your standard like mage type, but you can just flavor the Arcane Trickster as like a technology-based thing. I think that works pretty well, actually. For our race, what are we going to do with our race? Let's just let's just go for a human and get that feat. Very human. Let's get that feat. Language, let's speak Draconic. Sure, why not? We're going to go with Dex and Int for our ability, for our skills. What are we going to do? Investigation is pretty good. Let's just go Acrobatics. Yeah. And what are we going to do for our feat? Ooh, I don't know. Maybe a sharpshooter? Because, let me read the text of this. Attacking at long range doesn't impose disadvantage in ranged weapon attack rolls. So that means that we could use that lightning launcher. We can use the whole 300 feet without disadvantage. Ranged weapon attacks ignore half cover and 3/4 cover. And before you make an attack with a ranged weapon that you're proficient with, you can choose to take a -5 penalty to the attack roll. If it attack hits, you add +10 to the attack's damage. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds fun. Already did our abilities, our description. Already said, yeah, we'll speak Draconic. Our background, it's not going to matter too much. Let's be a criminal. Why not? We're a criminal with a mech suit. Mechs are usually perceived as like when I think mech, I think like Gundam, which is bigger. This is more of a power suit. Like, I don't tend to think of Iron Man as having a mech suit. I tend to think of him as having a power suit. But, like, the line between those two probably gets fuzzy at some point. Anyway, athletics, sure, why not? And we'll be good at dragon chess. And we will play the lute. And for our equipment, so half plate gives you disadvantage on stealth. Now, the infiltrator armorer, like specialty power armor, would cancel that out, but that just cancels it out. It doesn't give you advantage, and I do want advantage on stealth, so we're going to go with a breastplate, which is the most armor you can get as a half or in medium armor, while still not getting disadvantage on stealth. And we'll grab a rapier, even though. Oh, right. We technically don't have proficiency with rapier because we took the armor first, which just gives you proficiency with simple weapons, which is pretty okay because we're still getting the lightning launcher thing. We'll take a couple daggers because why not? Okay. Yes, yes, yes. So inventory, we're gonna grab our breastplate and our daggers. Can I specify this as no? Okay. I know with like hexblade warlocks you can specify weapons as like hex weapons, but I don't think you can specify armor as being arcane armor. Yep, that's okay. Any point is we get our 16 armor. The breastplate has a base armor of 14 plus the 3 constitution, and I know what you're saying to yourself, like, hey, that should be 17. Remember though, the rules for half armor is that you can only add a for medium armor is that you can only add up to 2 from your dexterity score, which can only be, I think that rule only gets broken if you take I believe it is the medium armor master feat. I think lets you add up to +3. So we're adding +2 to our from our dexterity plus the breastplate for a grand total of 16 armor, which is it's not too bad. Certainly could be worse. Right away it's already listing our lightning launcher, so you can use your intelligence score, which is +2. For that, if you want, but you can also use your dex, which is what, that's going to give you a little bit more damage. So that's 1d6 +3, but remember once per turn you can do an extra 1d6. So like once per turn you're basically doing 1d12 plus 3, which I think is pretty good for a ranged weapon. Even like a heavy crossbow only gets you like 1d10 base at least. But then on top of that, we can layer our 2d6 sneak damage. We also have our infusions. We have our cunning actions, of course. We have our magical tinkering. Also, we get advantage on stealth checks. I wonder if that's going to show. Is that going to show? Yes, it is showing us advantage on stealth checks right there. And we're getting a +9, which is pretty dang good. As an artificer and as a arcane trickster, we are going to get some spells for both of those. So let's go ahead and check out what we can get. Artificer. So the idea is we're like a sneaky power armor person, which I think is a cool idea. Let's go ahead and get. I don't really need Thorn Whip because we don't really need people to be closer to us most of the time. Shocking Grasp might be cool. Again, it is touch, but like people are going to get close to us sometimes, and it takes their reaction away. And you can get advantage if they're wearing armor. Sure, let's grab Shocking Grasp. And let's also grab some utility. We'll grab Prestidigitation. And what are our spells going to be? We already have Thunder Wave always equipped and Magic Missiles always equipped. Both very good. Oh right, yeah. So for Artificer, you don't learn spells; you prepare them. So you can always you have access to this entire spell list, and you can prepare them different times. I think it's probably after a long rest. That's usually how it goes. Let's grab Longstrider for some extra speed. Let's grab I don't know. Let's grab Fairy Fire, makes it easier to hit people, and we'll grab Feather Fall just in case, we fall off something. And for the Rogue, we'll grab, let's get some damage types. Let's grab Firebolt. I think that's 120 feet fire damage. Yeah. And we'll grab Ray of Frost. Again, that reduces speed if I remember correctly. Yes, it does. And one more kind of utility cast. All right, we need Mage Hand. Because Mage Hand can be invisible with the Arcane Trickster. And spells. We get 3 spells. Don't need that. Shield, always very good. Sleep is pretty consistently useful, especially against mobs of low HP enemies. And last but not least, let's grab... I don't want to grab more damage, or do I want to grab Earth Tremor's pretty good because I think you can knock people prone within range. Yeah, it's a 10-foot range. So yeah, basically if you're getting surrounded, you can knock a bunch of people prone. That's pretty good. Let's grab that. All right. And I think that's good enough. So we got all our spells. Most of the time, you're going to kind of be sneaking around. You're getting advantage on stealth checks, and then you're going to be using your 1d12. Ideally, what the idea is to not be noticed by someone, and then you use your lightning launcher to do 1d12 plus 3, and then another 2d6, and then of course if you crit, you double up on all of that, which is pretty good. Not the +3, of course, because that doesn't get doubled with a crit. Anyway, folks, that's kind of our sneaky power armor character. Please consider giving the channel a like, comment, and or subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day.